Ladies and gentlemen, the man is back. Dermot Kennedy has finally announced his second studio album, SONDER, releasing on September 23rd. I am so excited for this album, I can't even put it into words. Dermot has been hinting at this for such a long time. If you follow him at all on Instagram or Twitter, he's always posting some of these cryptic lyrics. He's posting snippets from ideas he just says he's working on. And finally, we have a solid release date. Along with this announcement, he released the new song Dreamer, which I've listened to and I absolutely love it. It's a different pace and a different style from the past singles he's released. It's a lot slower, a lot more focused on his vocals. He does a really good job of painting the entire picture of what love is. Now let's talk about the album itself. It's looking like it's going to be 11 tracks long, 13 for a bonus version. Now when I look at the titles of this album, I see Any Love, Something to Someone. And it appears to me that the start, Kiss Me, Dreamer are all really positive. And kind of this, again, following the story that he's talked about throughout multiple interviews of how he was in love, fell out of love, ended up losing someone very close to him in his family, and then falling back in love. So as soon as we get past Dreamer into Innocence and Sadness and Divide, it appears as if we're kind of in that fall, out of love, maybe something bad happened within the whole concept of the album. Even Homeward, he's kind of trying to find his way back from it, trying to find his roots, stay grounded throughout his journey here. And One Life is kind of maybe the recognition of where he is, what needs to be done. And then Better Days, Already Gone. And then Blossom is going to be the rebuild back up into essentially love and happiness and that sort of thing. Now, I'm not quite sure of the name of the bonus tracks. I don't have it in front of me. I only have Genius, which is only showing 11. But I'm so excited to hear these songs. You're able to decipher a few of them just by looking back through his social media. Innocence and Sadness, track 5. There is a snippet on his Instagram profile where us fans think that is going to be the song. We will see. I'll post a link down below to the post, so if you want to check it out, go ahead. It's set with him kind of back in the dark, don't quite see him, and he's just singing a verse or so, maybe part of the pre-chorus, part of the chorus. I'm not quite sure of it, but it's really good. And from another post I saw with writing credits, he's the only writer on it and only producer. So I think that song is going to be very special, and it's sort of toward the middle. So I think that will be a good representation, as I've said, about the break between the high and the low before we get back to the high. So we're kind of high, we drop, and then we crescendo back. But as I said, I'm just so excited that we finally have something to look forward to from him. He's very cryptic on his releases, and you don't quite know until maybe the week before. And it will be really fun to see after these songs are released. I don't know if he's going to do 1 or 2 more singles before the project, or if this is kind of going to be a quiet period before then. We will have to see. But once all the songs are out, it will be great to go back and look through the snippets and see exactly which songs he was hinting at when he was doing these posts. For example, he posted one on just the Apple Notes singing about coming back to New York and going to Hamilton. There's one about Bowery and 3rd. A lot of New York references. And if you've seen his Instagram, you've known that he was living in New York, producing a lot of different songs, doing the really cool busking event in Washington Square Park. It's going to have another really big influence, and the last time we've seen that was Young and Free. He's talked about how New York City is such a big influence within just his thought process and story creation for these songs. It's going to be very cool to see, and I am so excited. So, lastly, I'm not giving too much of really in-depth information because it just released. This is about all as much as anybody knows right now. We're just gonna have to wait and see. You can pre-order the album pretty much anywhere. You can pre-save it. They have vinyls, autographed vinyls you can pre-order on his website, a exclusive bonus version from Target. They have a few merch, sweatshirts, sweatpants, etc., t-shirt I think as well. So everything seems to be in the works. He's currently on tour with Shawn Mendes doing that. I think he only has a few other headline dates in the US. So I don't think we should expect to see a full US tour until early 2023, maybe mid 2023. We'll have to see. I think he is booked up through the end of the year, and I'm sure around the holiday times he will not want to be out and touring. I think he'll want to just be home for a little bit, so we'll see how that all works out. Until other news comes out, thank you for watching, and if some more important news comes out, maybe a new song, I might do a reaction video. Maybe I will just post an update on news from him. We'll see how it goes. Thanks.